Hey there, YouTube. It's Josh from Team Forbidden, the ladies' man, coming to you with another deck profile, updated profile for Lunalight. You guys must be asking, isn't that deck dead already because of the ban list? It may be dead, but you can still play it as a fun, casual deck, like a pure version. You don't need to run the Orchids build. You don't need to run any of like the expensive builds or the Infinite Negate build. I prefer the pure build because it's more fun. Without further ado, let's get right into the profile. First off, your starter, 3 Claudio Check. Claudio Check, her effect, basically whenever it's once per turn, but it's not a hard once per turn. So basically you can recycle that as many times as you want. Next, for the other 3 Yellow Martin. Yellow Martin's effect, basically, if she is sent to the graveyard by any means except by Claudio Check's effect, you add a spell trap that indicates Lunalight in its text. And basically, she can bounce back a Lunalight card to special summon herself, but she banishes when she leaves the field. Except if you use it for an Xyz material, she won't get banished. She'll go back to the graveyard. Next are the 2 Oaks. To Emerald Bird. She is your discard of Lunalight for additional Lunalight. And if she's sent to the graveyard, you can target a banished or Lunalight engraved to special summon it, but its effects are negated. The other level 4 you run, 2 Blue Cat. Whenever she is special summoned, you double the attack of any Lunalight card, except herself. So basically, you can double the attack of any of your fusions, or even your other Lunalight cards. The other Lunalight card, to a purple butterfly, she boosts up your Lunalights by 1,000, and or if you can banish her to special summon Lunalight from hand. And then the 1 Crimson Fox. Crimson Fox is here just for targeting effect, and whenever she's sent to the graveyard, you make any monster attack point 0. That's it for the main monsters. On to the hand traps. For the hand traps, we got 3 Ghost Ogre, because it's Ghost Ogre. No need to explain what she does. Basically, if there's like a face-up card your opponent has, you can just get rid of it. And then I'm also running the Gamma package. Gamma's Gamma, so it works around Call by the Grave. So yeah, you have to run the one driver, but it comes up. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Since it's a Beast Warrior deck, 3 Tanky. Tanky, basically when it's activated, you add a level 4 lower Beast Warrior to your hand, and all Beast Warriors gain 100 attack. For your Lunalight card, it's your monster reborn. Plus, you get to add 1, and it's not once per turn either. So, if you have multiples, you can use both effects as long as you have something in your hand. Since it's a fusion deck, 3 Poly. It's Poly. No need to explain what it does. Fusion summon the monster. Since it's a dark deck, through your Lord Darkness. You can run 2, but I prefer 3 because its effect comes up. Its draw effect comes up necessarily. Then your other fusion spells, 2 Super Poly to out Dragoon or any other problematic monster. Your other fusion spell, 2 Lunalight Fusion. You can add this card with Yellow Martin. And what its effect does is basically a Shaddoll fusion, but your opponent must have something from the extra deck. So it's just like Shaddoll fusion, but you can only use 1 material though from either the deck or extra deck. The other 2 Foolish Burial Goods to send your perfume or any spell that has a graveyard effect that you'd like to use, which we'll get into later. 1 Monster Reborn, because we can have nice things. 1 Foolish Burial, because most of your cards have graveyard effects, so you want to trigger those graveyard effects. And then for the only trap you run on the deck, Serenity Dance. Serenity Dance, basically, its first effect doesn't come up as often because you won't be setting it. You'll mostly be using her second effect, which is a special Lunalight by discarding the card. That's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. For your links, one Cross Sheep. It's a fusion deck, and you special summon a lot in this deck. So basically, it's special summon level 4 lower. For your other link monsters, one IP Masquerena. It's Masquerena. Basically, you can link into any Link 3 or Link 4 monster, such as one Nightmare Unicorn. Bounce, shuffle something back into your opponent's deck. And since you run a lot of extra deck cards, one Avermax. It's Avermax. I was thinking of running Sword, but I prefer Avermax for this build specifically. That's it for the links. On to the fusions. One Leo Dancer. She's your main boss monster you want to go into, or turbo out as fast as possible. She makes 2 attacks, plus she's a towers type of card. Then one Panther Dancer. You'll mostly use her as a material with you'll be sending her with Cadadio check. You won't be summoning her the proper way unless you need to. Then one Saber Dancer. Saber Dancer. She's your backup plan just in case they out your Leo Dancer. And then when she boosts a fusion, except the turn she's sent to the graveyard. And one regular Cat Dancer. And then for your super quality targets, one Drago Sapedia and then one Starting Phantom. I find these two are the more generic Dark because of Dragoon and Darks are still a thing in the middle. That's it for the fusions. On to the Xyz. One Abyss Dweller to deal with the graveyard decks. One Baguska to slow down the game a little bit. Since it's a Beast Warrior deck, one Tiger King. You can get other copies of Tanky if you need to. And then for the final 2 cards, the Utopia package. I'm not running the Utopia double package, unfortunately. You have other win cons with this deck, so you could run the Utopia double package instead, but it's personal preference. That's it for the profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below if you want to see a combo tutorial on this deck. And until next time, signing out.